It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Vinohradsky Pivovar, and this is their number 12. It's a Czech Pilsner coming in at 4.8% ABV in a 500ml can, with craft beer on the bottom of the can there. Should be really interesting. Got a gruff voice, shouting at the telly last night, watching England versus Denmark in the semi-finals of the Euros. I probably understand that this video will be coming out in a few weeks' time. But I just wanted to put my thumbs up and say well done to England on winning that match. It was a really good match. It didn't finish till late, and I got a bit of a hangover, to be honest, doing this beer review. But all is good, all is good. What makes you bad makes you better. On we go. I remember going into work one day when I worked for the Welsh Assembly, and I had the most ragingest, horrible hangover ever. To the point where they had a bed, for some weird reason. They had a bed in... We used to pack files away. Files used to come down from the assembly. We used to stack them up in a racking system. It was a warehouse, massive racking system of files, and we used to put them all away. Massive place. It was like an aircraft hangar, but one of the rooms had a bed. I remember getting to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just laid on the bed and went to sleep. And my boss come in and was like, "What is going on in here?" type of thing. You know, fully shirt and tied bloke, laid out in bed, asleep, fast asleep. One of those struggling days where you got a hangover. But anyway, the point to this story is, one of the blokes who worked in the warehouse said, "Boy, you look rough." He said, "You need another beer." He said, "What makes you bad makes you better," he said. So here we go then. What makes me bad makes me better. We got a 4 to 5 finger white head. Good levels of carbonation, rolling up the side of the glass. Hazy, light, straw-coloured beer. The beer is available from beersofeurope.co.uk, largest online beer store in the UK with a fabulous range of beer from all around the world. Check it out in the description box of the video, beersofeurope.co.uk. On with the video, let's get the aroma. Whoa, that's nice. Traditional, like, Czech hops, German hops maybe, Czech hops, German hops. Spicy and peppery. Stinging nettle-like. Light grains in the malt. Smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. What a lovely, lovely beer. Extremely drinkable. Extremely drinkable, super fresh, refreshing. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Oh, really good. Lemony, spicy, peppery, light grains from the malt coming through. Really good. Foamy as well. It's just one of those, really. I suppose the reason why they've called it craft beer. I don't know too much about this brewery. I know that a few of you have seen the cans on the side of the kitchen previously, and I know as some of you have said in the comments box below, you've gone, you want to get into them cans, they're really, really good. It's really, really good Czech Pilsner, craft Czech Pilsner. Now what happens is, companies, it happens in every single industry, doesn't it? Companies that do really well generally get bought out by larger companies, and then the larger companies dilute the brand. You only got to look at Cadbury's or to some extent in the brewing industry, Beavertown Brewing Company. They used to make amazing beer in London, in Tottenham in London. Absolutely terrific stuff. They get bought out by, I think Heineken bought them, and the beer just immediately went downhill. It went from being one of the best breweries in the world to very, very average beer. And I suppose that's what happens everywhere in the world, and it's probably happened in the Czech Republic, where years ago, really well-made Czech Pilsners were doing fantastically well. They get bought out by larger companies, and the companies just dumb down the beer a little bit, and it doesn't taste quite the same as Czech Pilsners of old. So what happens then is that new breweries come along, new craft brewers come along, and they revert to the original passion that the Czech lager market was, and they start producing amazing Czech beer again. So what I believe I have in my hand, everything's in, well, there's quite a bit of English actually on the back of the can. But what I got in my hand, I think, is a true representation of a Czech Pilsner, or what a Czech Pilsner should be like. So I'm happy to have it. And I'd like to say as well, the hangover that I have, or the slight hangover, it's not a terrible one. It's just a bit of a gruff voice, and feel a bit dizzy on my feet. It hasn't impaired the beer review in any way whatsoever. I just want to make that point. I just wanted to mention it because I wanted to mention well done on England to making the final of Euro 2021. It's 2021 really, isn't it? Not 2020. It was a year late with the situation. Okay, so I'm ready to rate it. That is beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful balanced beer between the sweet malt, bitterness on the back end with the lovely hops in the beer. It really is a full-on Czech Pilsner. Lots of bitterness, lots of spiky, peppery, stinging nettle flavours. Really, really good beer. So there's the flavour wheel, or the flavour... It's not a triangle, is it? What's that? Hexagon. Water, yeast, malted barley, hops, and their Saz and Sladek. So my rating for the beer, I really like it. I really, really like it. I like it enough to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.